everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a video that I actually got this idea from another YouTuber. Her name is Drea CN. I've been watching Drea for a while, but she recently did this video called like the guilty pleasures video. I don't know if it's a tag or anything like that. I've only seen her do it. I haven't seen anybody else do it, but I don't know. I just thought it was a very fun tag, and it kind of put a couple of things into perspective for me, especially since I'm going on a no buy this year, or a low buy this year. I have a few items in my collection that I do consider like splurge type of items, and I didn't include them here because even though they're splurge items, I still either pick them up at a CCO or I waited for them to be on sale. So I didn't actually pay like splurge prices on them. I didn't actually splurge on them because I got such a good deal on them. So I didn't put those in here. But other than that, everything else in here except for two items, these are all splurge items that I actually paid full price for them. So I didn't wait for there to be a sale. So let me go ahead and get started with the two items that I did not pay full price on. And these two I picked up during the last VIB sale, and these are the Sephora Pro palettes. I'm not a big collector of like eyeshadow palettes or anything like that. If I can get a palette, sure. If it sells out before I can get it, no problem. But this is the cool one, which I wanted to pick up because I quite honestly don't have that many palettes that have cool shadows in them. And then the other one, the warm one, like I love warm shadows, so I definitely wanted to pick this one up. If the cool one sold out, I really wouldn't have cared, but if this one sold out, I would have been a little bit more sad. And again, these are my guilty pleasure because I've never spent this much on eyeshadow, you guys. Like, these were pretty expensive. I want to say these were like 60 or 70 bucks or something like that. And so far, I've really been loving the quality of these shadows, guys. These are definitely splurge worthy in my opinion. So then I have one more like eye type of product, and this is what I picked up this year for my birthday. So every year I pick up one really high-end makeup product and add it to my collection. And this year it was the Chanel, the Illusion d'Ombre eyeshadows, and this is in the color New Moon. And I decided to pick this one up because it is just a beautiful like eyeshadow topper, and it is actually something that I have used quite often if I just want to add a little bit of something extra to my eyeshadow look that day. So what I like about this is that you can either put like a purple base down or a brown base down, or like a gold base down. I don't want to say it's like see-through, but it is like thin enough that it will actually change colors kind of depending on what base you put underneath it. I don't know if you can see, like, it's not super pigmented, but it's just gorgeous. I really, really love this shadow. It doesn't crease on me. It's definitely a guilty pleasure type of item. The next two items that I have are both lip products. The first one, the reason I'm mentioning this one is most of these I've actually picked up on sale, but the very first one I ever purchased, I picked up without any sale or anything like that. I didn't regret it, which is why I'm including it in my guilty pleasures. These are the NARS Audacious lipsticks, and this one's in the color Jane. I really, really like this one. It's like a very beautiful like terracotta color. I wear it a lot in the fall time and the winter time. This formula is just absolutely divine. It wears all day. It's a one swipe type of color. It doesn't leave my lips feeling dry, but at the same time it's not super glossy and it doesn't move around a lot. I do not regret paying full price for one of these. The same with this one. These are the Lancome Matte Shakers. I've talked about this recently in one of my makeup, like weekly makeup baskets. I really like these little guys. They kind of leave like a stain on your lips, so they wear really, really nicely. But the first time I picked one of these up, again, I didn't wait for there to be a sale or anything. I just went ahead and picked one of these up full price. But this one is in the color I Like to Mauve It. This is one of my favorite colors. I've used this color so many times already, and I do not regret it. This is definitely one of my guilty little pleasures. So then I have a few highlighters. This first one here is from Lancome. This is the Dual Finish Highlighter in the color 05 Sparkling Pesh. I love this highlighter. I think it is one of the most unique highlighters I have seen. This really is like a golden peachy color. It is so beautiful. Such a soft formula, but it is so expensive. But I wanted this color so bad. I'm trying to remember who I saw. I saw somebody had this in like their makeup collection. I hadn't seen anybody talk about this particular color. And as soon as I saw it, I just had to buy it. So I went online. I may have had a glass or two of wine that night, but I went online and I purchased this full price, and I do not regret it. The next one here is from Chanel. From Dior. And this is one of the Dior Nude Skin Air Luminizers. The story behind this is that I picked this up, and I did originally pick this up 20% off, but I actually had somebody steal one of my makeup items, and this was the item that they stole. When I first picked it up, I had picked it up at 20% off, but I loved this makeup item so much. This was actually the very first like birthday splurge that I had ever done, just like the Chanel eyeshadow. This is such a soft formula, just like the Lancome formula. They're very, very smooth, very, very buttery. The 001 is a little bit more on like the golden side. I also have 002, and I think that one's a little bit more on the pink side. The next two items that I have here, I have one highlighter palette and one face palette. These are both from Hourglass, and I was going to wait until the VIB sale to pick these up, but I thought that these were going to be so popular that they were going to sell out before the VIB sale, because these had come out before the VIB sale launched. They came out like a few weeks before the VIB sale. So this is the metallic strobe lighting palette. I really like this formula. I don't know if they have released these in singles yet, but I like this so much better than the regular like strobe highlighters that they have. These are so much more wet looking on the skin. I don't know how to explain it, but those are those three right there. Absolutely gorgeous colors. They're not powdery. They're not glittery. This is definitely a guilty pleasure because this was expensive. And on top of that, not getting the 20% off during the VIB sale. You know I had to want it if I didn't wait for the discount. The next one is the exact same thing. This was the face palette. I'm trying not to blind you guys with this. This was the face palette. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 3. This one I really wanted because I have never tried any of their finishing powders. I had never tried any of their bronzers. I have tried their blushes. So this has two blushes. And it also has a highlighter, which I've also tried. But this has two of the regular finishing powders, Diffuse Light and Dim Light, and then a bronzer in here. So I really, really wanted to try these, and I'm so glad that I did. When I use these up, it is my goal. I have been actively working on this product. When I use the two finishing powders in here, I will buy a full size of it. It is that good of a product. I really, really like it. But it definitely was a guilty pleasure because I paid full price for that. The next item I have here, I actually have 3 of these. I'm only going to show you guys this one, but these are from Marc Jacobs. And I picked this up maybe, I want to say these came out like 2 years ago or something like that, and I picked all 3 of these up. I don't regret them. I really love these blushes. These are the air blushes. I have Kinks and Kisses right here. These are such nice blushes. I am like a blush collector. I have like 2 drawers full of blushes, and the only single blushes that I could pull out of my entire drawer that were definitely like a guilty pleasure blush, because most of the time I wait for blushes to go on sale. I have so many of them, I end up talking myself out of it. I'm like, you have so many blushes, you don't need to pick up a full-size blush. If it goes on sale, then you can pick it up. I didn't do that with these. I just went ahead and picked all 3 of these up. Again, I want to say this was about 2 years ago that I picked these up for my birthday, and I just went ahead and picked those up full price because those were my birthday gift to myself. The last ones that I picked up, I actually picked these both up at the same time. And the reason that I didn't wait for these to go on sale is because it was right before Black Friday. But one of them had already been out of stock for like a few weeks. And when it came back in stock, I went ahead and picked it up, but I picked up the other one also. So these are the 2 NARS Narcissist blush palettes. So we have Unfiltered 1 and Unfiltered 2. And I love these blush palettes. Quite honestly, I travel with both of these. I've traveled with them to my sister's friend's wedding. I really like NARS blushes, and I really like the formulation in here. I don't think these are any different than the ones in the single pans. I love getting the NARS blush palettes because I think it's really worth your money if you're into blushes and you want to try a lot of different blush colors. I'm not sure if those are still available, but I know one of those kept selling out. I think it might have been the one with Hot Sand because I don't think they had made Hot Sand permanent at that time. Now it's a permanent highlighter. That's it. Those are all of my guilty little pleasures. I really did like this video. I had a lot of fun. I'm kind of going through my collection and really like thinking about why I had purchased certain things. If I really ended up liking it, even though some of these products really did hurt my wallet. But I love all of these products. I don't regret any single one of these products. I'm kind of glad that I did this video. I did have a lot of fun. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below with any guilty pleasure type of items that you guys have purchased. And if you like this video, please subscribe if you haven't already. I currently post 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then on Sundays, I like to do a weekly makeup basket. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.